We're live? All right, you sure? He says we're live. Good evening, welcome to the Town of New Windsor May Town Board meeting. Before we get started, if I can get everybody to stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Before we get going, I got the board here today. I got, to my right, Deputy Supervisor Steve Moreau, Councilwoman Sylvia Santiago, my left, Councilwoman Eve Lincoln, Councilman Charlie Gross, the town clerk, Tricia Clarino, next to me here. Over there, we have Highway Superintendent Anthony Fayol, Police Lieutenant Fred Fayol, our town attorney Dave Zagon, and in the audience, I have Susan Scheibel, our receiver of taxes, and the next most important person here from Malarkey, if she's gonna be doing something in a minute, and I'm Steve Day. So the first thing is the public hearing. We're gonna open a public hearing for Orange County Urban County Consortium Community Development Program for year 2026, CDBG FY 2026 for project proposals for funding under the Community Development Block Grants for year 2026. Quinn Malarkey here is from MHE. He's gonna get up and do a quick little presentation and
So the purpose of tonight's public hearing is to inform residents of the opportunity to apply for the FY 2026 Community Development Block Grant funding, which is commonly known as CDBG. So the town wants to review the community development needs and obtain citizen input as well as authorize the supervisor to apply. The town will consider comments and suggestions regarding projects for the public infrastructure, improvements, facilities, or other eligible activities. The project must benefit people with low to moderate income based on census tracts or assumed low income, such as senior citizens or people. A few examples of eligible projects are sidewalks to eliminate architectural barriers, infrastructure improvements in an eligible census tract, drainage, water, sewer, infrastructure improvements to the town's senior center. The town can apply for a minimum of $75,000 and a maximum of $175,000, and the grants are due June 20th. I would also just like to note that the town has established both fair housing policy and fair housing plan, which were adopted at the January 8th, 2025 town board meeting. The town board appointed the town supervisor as the fair housing officer. The plan and policy are both available from the town clerk office and on the town's website. So again, if there's any public input on what the town should apply for taking suggestions.
thank you, Quinn. So, I know the board had discussed it in a workshop. We're talking about a project of, doing a generator, standby generator at the, Marasco Center, Senior Marasco Center, which we presently don't have one there now. And I asked, MHE to throw in perhaps maybe a new kitchen, updated kitchen. Our kitchen's pretty old and ratty in there, so I want to redo that. So that's, I'm just hoping this money is allocated for next year that we can, get all that. But yeah, we're gonna look to put in for that and hopefully get awarded to do that generator and the kitchen. That'd be great. Anybody on there, Justin, to talk? No, nothing, nobody? All right. Town Board of New Windsor closed the public hearing in the matter of Orange County Urban County Consortium Community Development Program for year 2026 projects proposal for funding under the Community Development Block Grant CDBG pursuant to Orange County Office of Community Development 2026 Action Plan with U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development HUD. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bra.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Patel.
Yes. Thank you, Quinn, for that. If you want to bail out of here, I wouldn't blame you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Next, we're gonna open a public hearing and adopt a local law amending chapter 280 of the town code of town of New Windsor, vehicle and traffic, three-way stop sign on the intersection of Reed Street and Raz Avenue. This is, Reed Street has been a street in, town of New Windsor up in the airport. It's been closed for some 18 years now. I had asked the highway department if they would reopen it for us. They did. This street's a through street. There's a school on Raz Avenue. They contacted my office as well, asking if we can throw a couple stop signs up because the school's coming out of Raz, coming on to Reed. Seems like a lot of through traffic now because of a couple of buildings up there occupied. The police department went and looked at it. Anthony's Theo had his men go up there and mark it out and set it all up for us. So this is just for us to add the stop signs on the intersection of Reed and Raz. Anybody want to talk about that intersection? Anybody online? No, I'm exciting. Town Board of Town New Windsor closed the public hearing concerning the adoption of local law to amend chapter 280 of the Town Code of Town New Windsor entitled Vehicle and Traffic to add the three-way stop street at Reed Street and Raz Avenue pursuant to section 10 and 11 of municipal home rule. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Rowe.
Yes.
Supervisor Bededi.
Yes, Town Board of Town New Windsor hereby adopt the attached local law to amend chapter 280 of the Town Code of Town of New Windsor to add a three-way stop street at Reed Street and Raz Avenue pursuant to section 10 of the municipal home rule law and direct the town clerk to publish pursuant to law. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Rowe.
Yes.
Supervisor Bededi.
Yes, thank you to the police department and the highway department, Anthony there for your guys to make this happen. Comments or, any comments on agenda items? You're allowed up to 3 minutes to talk, so if you have anything you want to talk about on an agenda item, come up to the mic, give me your name and address, and you got 3 minutes. Anybody on there, Justin? No? Nothing exciting, nothing exciting here, not yet?
Right.
Not to the end, right? The Town Board of Town of New Windsor approved the minutes of the public hearing held on April 2nd, 2025 for the increase in improvements of facilities of the Town of New Windsor Consolidated Water District for the Stewart Water Filtration Plant, and also approved the minutes for the regular Town Board meeting, also held on April 2nd, 2025, as per the copies of each posted on the Town Clerk's Bulletin Board in the Town Hall, is distributed to each of the Town Board members. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Rowe.
Yes.
Supervisor Bededi.
Yes. Town Board of Town of New Windsor pursuant to the resolution annexed hereto and subject to the conditions set forth therein, hereby accept the roadways known as Fox Hill Run and Wild Turkey Lane located in the Town of New Windsor as the public highways, authorize the addition of same to the official town map, accept all public improvements within the said roadways, if any, and accept all applicable drainage lots, lots A and B, as depicted on the approved plans for the planning board file 01-45. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Rowe,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Rowe.
Yes.
Supervisor Bededi.
Yes, this is a subdivision out in the west end here that we've been dealing with for many, many years. And then one of the site guys here in our audience, Dave Barlon, is here. Dave, we did it. We made it to the end. We're finished with it. It's ours. Hopefully the buses will be flowing in there and mail trucks and everybody else, but we appreciate everything. Dave actually was the godsend sent from the developer to come and be the go-between, but it worked out. And thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. It's ours now. Thank you. Hearing no objection, Town Board of Town of New Windsor receive and file with the town clerk the attached New York State DEC spill report form indicating that as of April 1st, 2025, spill number 0600961 has been closed. There and are no significant impacts from the spill and no further action FA is required with regards to the above referenced spill, which occurred April 25th, 2006, at 857 Union Avenue, New Windsor, New York, 12553, the old town highway garage. This was a spill that was leaked from the DEC tanks. I've been after the DEC and our company there that we have to pay to test it if they can close these out, and they finally agreed and they closed it out because the grounds are free and clear now. There are no objection. Town Board of Town of New Windsor receive and file with the town clerk the attached fully executed First Amendment to Water Supply Purchase Agreement dated April 1st, 2025 between the Town of New Windsor and the Village of Curious Joel for the sale of interim water supply up to 1 million gallons. That was last month, and it was an increase from 500 to $1 million. Town Board, Town New Windsor authorized final payment in the amount of $7,985.82 to Vanetton Contracting LLC for the Caesars Lane Drainage and Driveway Improvement Project pursuant to recommendation of MHE Consulting Engineer DPC attached here to. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln,
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau,
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, this is a couple $100,000 project there on Caesars Lane. I don't know, we get torrent rain sometimes. It seems like the highway department's always down there trying to fix stuff, so hopefully that doesn't happen again, but. Hearing no objection, Town Board, Town New Windsor received and filed with the town clerk the attached fully executed order of consent R3 2023 1006-149 between New York State Department of Environmental Conservation and Town New Windsor dated April 17, 2025 for the Caesars Lane wastewater treatment plant. That's a DEC agreement with them. All right, here's a long one. Town Board, Town New Windsor hereby determine pursuant to the resolution annexed hereto that pursuant to the State Environmental Quality Review Act 6 NYCRR 617.5 and the Town New Windsor Town Code Section 130-3C5, the proposed sale to Access Supportive Living Incorporated hereafter access of 3.5 plus or minus acres of town-owned real property located at 108 World Trade Way, New Windsor, New York. Such property being further identified on the New Windsor tax maps as SBL 3-1-50.33 and hereafter referred to as the property is a type 2 action requiring no further action under the State Environmental Quality Review Act. Pursuant to the Town Code Section 130-3C5 and after consultation with relevant town officials regarding the proposed sale of the property to Access, that the property does qualify as surplus town land and improvements, which is no longer needed for any municipal purpose. Based on the aforementioned determinations, the proposed sale is in the town's best interest and can proceed such that the supervisor shall be authorized to enter into contract of sale for the property to Access for the sum of $550,000, subject to the required waiting period of permissive referendum. Provided no objection to the proposed sale is received by the town during the required permissive referendum period, such sale shall be further subject to execution and tender of all required monies, contracts, deeds, transfers, title, insurance policies, amended ground leases, documents, and unagreed and after closing to be held in the office of the town attorney or wherever and however the parties may agree. And all instruments required to pass clean title from the town to Access shall therefore be taken for recording at Access's sole expense in the Orange County Clerk's Office with copies of all filings provided to the town of New Windsor. Motion,
Move.
roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau,
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, this is one of two properties up in the airport that I vowed when I got in office to get rid of. One is done. Hopefully just about, and we got one more that we're still waiting on the government to do their part, but, thank goodness, good job, Dave. There's a representative in the audience here for that, so it's gonna work out here for, Access, and we'll, get going and we'll be good partners. Town Board, Town New Windsor authorize the town clerk to advertise pursuant to law calling for sealed bids for the town hall roof number 3 replacement project, which shall be received and publicly opened on the 17th day of June 2025 at 11 a.m. local time at the office of the Town New Windsor, Town Clerk, 555 Union Avenue, New Windsor, New York. The Town Board of Town New Windsor reserves the right to reject any and all bids. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, like 2 years ago, we did this entire side of this part. The old section appeared to have been good and it wasn't. So now we just gotta fix that and we'll be all good. Town Board, Town New Windsor authorizes the supervisor to execute the attached agreement between the Town of New Windsor and Quality Environmental Solutions and Technologies Incorporated to inspect and prepare a pre-construction environmental survey in connection with the renovations of the Resetti Park Activity Center. Motion,
Move.
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilwoman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, so this is the Resetti Park. If anybody knows, back when I know Sue, and I think I used to hang out there, the teen center. We're gonna relive that and get that going again and get some kids back in there and let's I want to go back to where I started. All right, this one. Town Board Town New Windsor award the lease purchase financing for the 2025 acquisitions of the following: information technology Jeep 2025 Jeep Compass Sport White MPJ L74, Woodlawn Cemetery 1 Bobcat E350 25 horsepower R2 Series compact excavator with hammer. Police Department 2025 Jeep Cherokee Laredo 4x4 with conversion costs. 2025 Harley Davidson motorcycle equipped with police patrol. Highway Department 1 Indel 30-inch cutting mulching head. 2026 International Cab Chassis single axle truck HB 507 SFA 4x2 with a dump body and wing plow. In the amount not to exceed $516,700 to M&T Bank in accordance with the New York State General Municipal Law and the Town of New Windsor purchasing procurement policy and recommended by Doreen Casey, Comptroller, in the attached correspondence. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro,
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Rowe.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, these are all budgeted items for this year. However, our comptroller design does like little mini bids. We do these purchases, and they're like a lot of lease purchase, so they're like payments throughout the year, which is helps us out. Receive and file. Hearing no objection, Town Board Town New Windsor shall receive and file the attached sealed bid received in public open on May 1st, 2025 for 2025 or newer Harley Davidson FLHTP electric glide motorcycle. Touch on that in a minute. Whereas on April 2nd, 2025, the Town Board Town of New Windsor authorized the advertisement for sealed bids of 2025 or newer Harley Davidson FLHTP electric glide motorcycle, and whereas all bids were received in public open on May 1st, 2025 at 11 a.m. and whereas only one bid was received, and whereas the Town Board Town of New Windsor reserves the right to reject any and all bids. Now, therefore, it be resolved that the Town Board Town of New Windsor hereby reject all bids received. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Rowe.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, I'll touch on that in a minute. Why? The Town Board, Town of New Windsor authorize the town clerk to advertise pursuant to law, calling for sealed bids for 2025 or newer Harley Davidson FLHTP electric glide motorcycle, which has been received in public open on the 5th day of June, 2025 at 11 a.m. local time at the office of the Town New Windsor Town Clerk, 555 Union Avenue, New Windsor, New York. The Town Board, Town of New Windsor reserves the right to reject any and all bids. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Rowe.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, so I gotta, not to throw him under the bus, but I gotta thank the police lieutenant for this, and we got, some new, we're gonna go out and get some new bids, and hopefully they'll be a little cheaper for us. Whereas Division of Criminal Justice Services, DCJS, and the County of Orange have developed the STRIVE initiative for the purpose of developing and implementing a strategy for reducing intimate partner violence in a targeted area within Orange County through a multi-jurisdictional task force. And whereas the Town of New Windsor does wish to participate in said task force, now therefore it be resolved that the Town Board of Town of New Windsor approve the Town of New Windsor Police Department participation in the STRIVE initiative and authorize the Chief of Police or his designee to execute the attached memorandum of understanding as well as any and all necessary documents with regard to participation in the task force and or acceptance of any funds associated with therein. Motion?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Bro.
Yes.
Councilman Lincoln.
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Rowe.
Yes.
Supervisor Pedetti.
Yes, so this is a collaborative initiative developed and implemented for a strategy for domestic violence. I know the Town of New Windsor, they are very proactive, and anytime that there is a domestic, they take actually domestic violence reports and do the right thing. Those reports obviously get recorded, and we were chosen, I believe it's going to be headed up by our Detective Sergeant Chris Sylvester to really get this, be a part of the task force and get this going and get it on the ground. So I appreciate the all the action on that with the police department. Hearing no objection, Town Board 10 New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached grant agreement dated April 21st, 2025, with the term of January 1st, 2025 to December 31st, 2025 between the Town of New Windsor and the Research Foundation for Mental Hygiene Incorporated for the CARES Up grant for the development and comprehensive public health prevention strategy to leave public safety personnel less vulnerable to effects of workshop trauma exposure. Another thing that the chief has been proactive with, and this is a good thing for our employees there to have something to reach out to. Hearing no objection, town board tenant new ones are hereby receiving file with the town clerk the attached stormwater maintenance bond number 100228783 in the amount of $24,211, underwritten by Merchants Bonding Company Mutual, securing the performance of long-term maintenance and continuation of private stormwater management facilities for the project commonly known as True Storage Self-Storage Project, Planning Board number 22-10, located upon 859 Bloomingdale Turnpike, New Windsor, New York, further identified the town New Windsor tax map sections is 70 block, section 70, block 1, lot 6. Touching this, hearing no objection, town board, town New Windsor hereby receive and file the town clerk the attached landscaping bond number 100228782 in the amount of $60,000, underwritten by the Merchants Bonding Company Mutual, securing a performance of landscaping improvements for the project commonly known as True Storage Self-Storage Project, Planning Board 22-10, located at 859 Bloomingdale Turnpike, New Windsor, New York, and further identify the town New Windsor tax map section 70, block 1, lot 6. Hearing no objection, town board town New Windsor receive and file with the town clerk the attached stormwater control facility maintenance agreement dated April 2nd, 2025, between 2527 LLC, Born Acquisitions LLC, JB New Windsor LLC, 859 Blooming Grove LLC, and the town of New Windsor for long-term maintenance of private stormwater management facilities for True Storage, self-storage, Planning Board 2210, located 859 Blooming Grove Turnpike, New Windsor, New York, are further identified on the town of New Windsor tax maps of section 70, block 1, lot 6. This is bonding stuff that we're required to get from any people that build in town, and this is another storage unit in 94 in Vales Gate there. Hearing no objection, town board town New Windsor receive and file an annual pond management service contract between Solitude Lake Management and the town of New Windsor dated April 8, 2025 for the pond at New Windsor Woodlawn Cemetery. Another DEC requirement that we had to do. Hearing no objection, town board town New Windsor hereby receive and file with the town clerk the attached notice of abandonment of cable television service under cable franchise agreement from Frontier Communications of New York Incorporated dated February 28, 2025, and consented by the town supervisor on April 1st, 2025. Hearing no objection, town board town New Windsor shall receive and file with the town clerk the attached governmental insurance disclosure statement pursuant to NYCRR 29.5 regulation number 87 dated April 4, 2025, received from Marshall and Sterling disclosure whether or not fees or commissions were shared with the town of New Windsor in 2024. Receive and file the 2025 monthly reports. Hearing no objection, town board town New Windsor shall receive and file with the town clerk the attached monthly reports for the following departments for April 2025. Justice Calderon, Justice Myers, Acting Justice Clarino, Police Department, Building Department, Recreation Department, Tax Receivers Utility Report, Tax Receivers 2025 Final Property Tax Statement, Town Clerk, and New Windsor Emergency Medical Service, all for the month of April 2025. Now, moving on to the public forum. Anybody wants to speak of something that's not on an agenda and has something on their mind and wants to speak about, if you would please come up to the mic, state your name, your address, and you have 3 minutes to get what's on your mind. Sir?
Town board. Did you receive an email I sent over by any chance?
You are who?
My name is Kenneth Chikalava.
And you live where, Ken?
I live in Newburgh, actually.
Okay. I did not get an email. No,
Okay,
so.
so Dean, I only have 3 minutes. I'm gonna read email I sent. The document through, that.
So Ken, if you got the email, do you have it that you can introduce?
I only have it on my phone.
So I mean, there's no prepared statement readings and stuff like that. So if you got something you want to say, you can say it. If you got the email, I'll certainly give it out, but
Well, I'd like to say it on the open mic if you don't mind.
yeah, you could talk, but if you want to tell me something.
Then you could have me send it wherever. I'll send it to you as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you want it to be part of the record, I need you to give it to me. But if you did mail it to me and I have it, I'll reach out to you. If you got a number on there, we can talk.
So if I have it and send it to you.
You can give me some extra of it, but I don't want the whole thing because I'm gonna get it. So, okay. Okay.
I'd like to put on record an internal affairs complaint request, proper authorities. When the complaint includes the current town administrator, Mr. Stephen Ledetti. and the New Hampshire Police Department. I reached out to various agencies, but no one has a definitive answer on basically where I should go of this board. So I was basically directed here. On March 24th to 22, I filed a complaint with Lieutenant Fayette, who I believe is here, and retired Chief Robert Dawes. We had a long interview. I never received a final disposition on that at all. Then the next day, I was arrested. When I tried to get this stuff from oil, I got a letter of $1,200 for oil, which obviously is absurd. So I'm gonna make another attempt to try to get this information through the police department, through, if he's telling me I have to go to the district attorney or whoever it is, but right now, as of now, I had nowhere else to go, and obviously with Mr. Bedeni being the boss of the town, there's a conflict when I go for an internal affairs complaint. So that's.
All done? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Sir, no? Okay, if, that's fine, if you want to speak, you can come up and talk, if not, we're good. No, if you want to talk, come up to the mic, if you want to talk, come up to the mic and give me your name. If you want to talk, you can come up to the mic and give me your name. If you, come on up to the mic, I can't hear you. Okay, okay,
Name is Joseph Timmer.
and where do you live, Joe? I'm sorry,
Be with Kenny.
where do you live, Joe?
I'm in town of New.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Good.
Yeah, we're good, thank you. Okay. Nobody else?
Hey, Kenny.
Town board time to adjourn the town board meeting at, what time is it? 7:27. Motion,
Oh,
Second.
roll call.
Councilman Bro,
yes.
Councilman Lincoln,
Yes.
Councilman Santiago.
Yes.
Councilman Moreau.
Yes.
Supervisor Cadet.
Yes.